Hello everyone and welcome to JPuzz. Today we're going to take a deep dive into the hottest topic in Japan right now, the Isekai comedy, Villainess Reincarnation as a middle-aged guy. Villainess Reincarnation as a guy. What's that all about? If you watch this video, you're sure to become a fan of this series. 1. Introduction to the series and main characters. First, let's introduce the basic information about the series and its fascinating characters. Villainess Reincarnation as a middle-aged guy is a hugely popular manga by Michio Ueyama. And guess what? It's even been made into an anime, though it might only be available in Japanese audio. The protagonist is a 52-year-old man named Kenzaburo Tondabayashi. He's your average, well, maybe slightly below average, ordinary civil servant. He has a receding hairline, wears glasses, and works at the Tsumunuma City Hall. Not exactly a lady killer. One day, he dies in an unfortunate accident and is reincarnated into the world of an otome game. But he's not the hero. He's Grace, the villainess who bullies the game's heroine. Let's meet the main characters. Grace. Inside, Kenzaburo Tondabayashi. She has the beautiful appearance of a typical villainess, but inside, she's Kenzaburo Tondabayashi, a middle-aged guy with zero experience in romance. He has absolutely no knowledge of otome games and struggles to avoid the bad ending, but his actions always backfire. However, his unique kindness and unexpected ideas, born from his life experience as a middle-aged man, surprise everyone around him. Reijou, Grace's fiancé and the prince of this kingdom. He's the typical target character in an otome game with perfect looks and abilities. He's bewildered by Grace's Kenzaburo's strange behavior, but gradually he finds himself drawn to her, his inner self, and Adol. The protagonist of the original otome game, she's a bright and kind-hearted girl from a commoner background. Originally, she's supposed to be bullied by Grace, but after experiencing Kenzaburo's kindness, she forms a friendship with Grace. Orion, an ancient dragon created after Grace's and Kenzaburo's magical power were fused, assisted by Kenzaburo's daughter, Hinako. It appears as a small, cute dragon, but he possesses formidable power. He refers to Grace Kenzaburo as his father and does anything to protect his father. Kenzaburo, as Grace, desperately tries to avoid the bad ending, but since he's still a middle-aged guy inside, he's completely out of sync with the norms of the otome game world. Romantic events with handsome princes? That kind of stuff doesn't appeal to a middle-aged guy at all. 2. 3 key points that make this series amazing. There are 3 main points that make this series so interesting. Point 1. The hilarious gap. Grace says all those haughty lines you'd expect from a villainess, but inside, Kenzaburo is freaking out, thinking, oh no, that was definitely the wrong thing to say. This gap between her outer appearance and inner thoughts is just hilarious. For example, in the dance scene with Prince Virgil, Grace dances elegantly, but inside, Kenzaburo is panicking, thinking, I don't know any of these steps. At a tea party with other noble ladies, while elegant conversations are taking place, Grace unleashes Oji-san speak, middle-aged man slang in her mind, making everyone around her cringe in her head. Grace tries to harass Anna, like a proper villainess should, but Kenzaburo's inherent kindness shines through, and Anna ends up thanking her int. Point 2. The middle-aged guy's growth and change. At first, Kenzaburo was desperate to avoid the bad ending, and that was it. But as he lives as Grace, he gradually begins to find meaning in his life in this world. In scenes where his bond with his loyal servant's name deepens, Grace's cold expression gradually softens. Kenzaburo's warm heart seems to be melting Grace's ice exterior. His friendships with Anna and Reijou were initially supposed to follow the game's script, but Kenzaburo's personality changes each relationship for the better. And as Grace Kenzaburo faces many challenges and feels himself growing as a person, in particular, the scenes where he remembers his daughter Hinako are filled with a father's love and are very moving. It's not just a comedy, it's also a compelling human drama. Point 3. The unique setting and story development. Villainess Reincarnation is a pretty common genre these days, but the protagonist being a middle-aged guy. That's a completely unique and unprecedented setup. Thanks to this setting, the story is full of unexpected twists and turns. Kenzaburo uses his knowledge and experience from his days as a civil servant to solve problems in ways that are unimaginable in the otome game world. For example, he might use modern administrative skills to rebuild the kingdom's finances. He completely overturns the otome game scenario with his unexpected actions. What about his relationship with Prince Virgil? It will take place in a completely different way from the original scenario. And the existence of Orion also has a significant impact on the story. How will the power of an ancient dragon change Grace's Kenzaburo's destiny? Readers are constantly on the edge of their seats, wondering what's going to happen next. And will Kenzaburo, Grace, really be able to avoid the bad ending? You'll be hooked, wanting to know what happens next. 3. In closing, so what did you think of Villainess Reincarnation as a middle-aged guy? This series is recommended for people who love hilarious comedies, people who love Isekai stories, people who love villainous stories, and people who are looking for something a little different with a unique premise. In short, it's recommended for everyone. We hope you will enjoy the series Villainess Reincarnation as a middle-aged guy. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Let us know what you think in the comments section. Thanks for watching.